Hello and welcome to 5 of 30. We are here to encourage you to speak, use and learn English. Today we want to focus on taking ownership. It's really important that you take ownership of your learning. So the first thing that's really good to do to take ownership is to make a list of your goals. What's the reason why you're learning English? And see if you can break them down into specific tasks. Depending on what you want to do, if it's related to business or travel or just as a hobby. So different things that you would like to do. And then when you've done that, think of different activities, different ways that you can use the language, that you would like to use the language. When we're practicing, we don't want to just have input. We don't want to just have reading, watching TV, listening to podcasts, listening to the radio, whatever it might be. We need to practice speaking, we need to practice writing. So it's really, really important that you're producing English. Anything that you take in, any input that you're getting, the value is very limited when you're not producing. So you need to have production along with that input. Really, really important. And with that, trying to use whatever opportunities you can. So sometimes there might be opportunities where you can speak to a friend, a colleague, someone in your family. Maybe they don't speak English very well, but you can try and speak with them. Remember, if you have no one at all, you can always speak into the voice recorder on your phone. But you have to try and use whatever opportunities you can. So sometimes those opportunities may only be, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, very small, short opportunities. But others may be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour. Lots of different situations that you can be in. It might be dropping the kids at school. It might be some time in between meeting. It might be while you're waiting for something to cook. It might be during an ad break of a TV show that you're watching. Try to find some time where you can practice English, speaking and writing. One way to also help do that is to try and allocate some time. If you can say, like we're doing here, I'm saying 5 of 30, so we're thinking of 30 minutes that you can try and allocate to practice speaking English. I'm only using up 5 minutes of that time, so hopefully after this podcast, you'll speak for 25 minutes about topics in the podcast or about other topics that you want to talk about. The most important thing is that you try and talk about things that are relevant for you. That's taking ownership. Then another thing I guess we need to think about is how much do you speak? In reality, how much do you speak, and do you take classes? Are you taking English classes? If you do, when you sign up for the class, ask the academy or ask the teacher, what happens in the class? What are we going to be doing in the class? How much speaking will we be doing in the class? I suggest there should be at least 50% speaking in the class. If you're not speaking for at least 50%, what are you doing? You don't want to be spending your time writing. Surely you can do that at home. Maybe a little bit of writing, but a large part of it you can do at home. And a lot of reading you can do at home as well. So a large portion of your class time should be dedicated to speaking. Now, of course, there may be some special classes where you're looking at some specific activities, and there may be you have a particular special focus or a specific purpose. Maybe you're practicing for an exam, or you want to specifically learn some types of grammar. Okay, so there are exceptions, let's say, but generally you need to try and find a class or a teacher that's going to encourage you and allow you to speak. Another thing to think about is if you're going to an academy or you're going with a teacher, see what type of test they do to check your level. If the test is simply a grammar test, that's a bit of a concern, because English is more than just grammar. Yes, grammar is important, but it's more than just grammar. So it's important that they're doing other things like checking how you speak in conversational sense, and also checking how you're writing, not filling in sentences, but actually writing a bit of a story or a couple of paragraphs to see how you mix the grammar together. That's it for today on 5 of 30. Hope you'll have a great day. Catch you next time. Bye.